Boy, does it feel good to be in the win column again, man. My goodness. Especially after how the last game went. You know, I was thinking about how that last game ended against Kentucky this entire game. And I was thinking, here we go again a few times down towards the end of this game. But yeah, this is a massive, massive win, bro. A Missouri team who coming into this game was 3-1 in the conference, sitting at 13-4 overall. We needed to get this win. This was the most must-win game of the season for LSU. I said that last game against Kentucky, but this one really was that. You do not want to start 0-5 in conference. And this is also a big win because of the fact that DJ Thomas should be coming back sometime soon, bro. Like, hopefully Tuesday when we play Florida. At Florida, we're going to need him for that game massively. I hope he can go on Tuesday. I was hoping he'd be able to go today. But yeah, just if we can just get a couple wins, man, we got Florida and Arkansas in the next two games. I'm assuming he's back for Arkansas, if not for Florida. If we can somehow get a win against Florida, bro, and then Thomas comes back against Arkansas, that'd be, oh, dude, we could just be in such a good spot if we can just get at least one more win before Thomas comes back. Because, this team LSU's been playing better without Thomas as the games have gone on. They've been, having other guys step up like McKinnon and Sutton. Hamba has stepped up a lot. Nwoko's been even going a little bit on a cold streak here. He's in a bit of a slump. He's been getting into a bit of foul trouble. He's not the same player without Dean Thomas, because Thomas and Nwoko have a very good connection. They have a lot of chemistry, and they both just make each other a lot better. Dean Thomas especially makes Nwoko a lot better. But yeah, Robert Miller's been stepping up massively when Nwoko's been struggling. We've needed that. Robert Miller, overall, the last two games, has played exceptional, bro. And it's part of the reason why we won today, and why we should have won the other night. But, we won't talk about that. But let's get into this match.
Pete Maravich Assembly Center, where the folks here trying to shake off Wednesday
a huge win, bro. It's going to be a win over a Missouri team who is in the NCAA tournament at this very moment if the season were to end.
So the Tigers will
I think LSU's part of the next four out. I don't know. I don't really pay that much close attention to it at this very moment in the season. Freaking McKinnon, bro.
Will be required to handle the basketball, not turn it over.
Yeah, that's
a bad pass there.
Not good.
Better have your
that's
head
what that
up,
is.
Not down in that popcorn. Nwoko double teamed in a hurry. Nowhere to go except out to Sutton.
Sutton.
Off the mark. Entry pass and Nwoko. They're trying to get him some touches early in this game.
Loves to turn back to that left shoulder. Soft touch there.
With Dean Thomas playing, if Dean Thomas were to have played every game of conference play so far, I truly do believe LSU is sitting at 4-1 or 3-2 right now.
Thoughts when I'm watching these shots, they're not very close by Missouri.
That one is.
Got off to another good start here, which is definitely what you want to see. It shows the experience of this team. With how the last game ended, to come out and have another hot start in this one too.
Kind of bad turnovers they would have won that game.
I mean, we got off to a very similar start like we did against Kentucky, and it's been nice seeing us have fast starts like this.
And finally, Tigers back the other way in a hurry. T.O. Barrett just
I can't remember what Kentucky had in the first 7 minutes of the game, points-wise. Was it like 6 or something? 3 or... I don't know. It wasn't much, but again, we have Missouri at 2 points 6.5 minutes into the game. Like, the defense is not a problem. The defense is not a problem. It's just the offense, bro. The offense without Deaton Thomas is where things can get a little bit, we go into a couple minutes of a slump, and that allows the other team, even when we have a decent lead, to claw back into it and make it a game. That's where we miss Deaton Thomas, is when we have these slumps where we go 3, 4, or more minutes without scoring.
Bounces around a few times, right into Pierce's hands. And a good find.
Luckily, LSU is good at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line.
Move. Barrett now.
In those slumps where we can't make a field goal.
Batted off the hands.
You guys just swallow you up and you can't find anybody to pass it to.
Mark Pope was talking last week about that particular thing as a basketball player, John. It's like we want
Season around.
Yes.
Those two kind of wins can do it.
That dude there, freaking Barrett, number 5 from Missouri. Dude is everywhere, man.
Sutton lost the handle. They're going to call a foul. Barrett ran into traffic.
So many times we just did not come up with a ball like that, and
he gets the basket.
It aggravated me.
McKinnon, he tried to follow up the miss. Reese, he's open for
Jalen freaking Reese, bro. I've really been liking how he's been playing recently. He's been so much more, at times he'll get sped up a little bit and make some mistakes, but overall he's more calm, he's more poised, he's more patient than he was to start the season. He's a true freshman, so of course it's going to take a minute to adapt to to this level of basketball.
Loose ball, Barrett battling for it.
That's a travel, but
a jump ball. Defensive team member a year ago.
Boy, he had a hit ahead, he had layups.
he missed Tomba right there, but in all fairness to him, he was fighting off a bit of a double team there. He was in a bit of trouble, so I don't blame him for not seeing Tomba.
Here's Mitchell again, 7 on the shot clock and a foul on King.
Court, Missouri's going to make a run, start shooting the ball better.
Robinson, that'll be goaltending against Nwoko. Tries to get to Nwoko. 10 on the shot clock, back to McKinnon.
McKinnon is so good with that ball fake. He's so good, bro.
We were here in December.
He's good at pump faking, taking a step over,
all the pieces that
and hitting a 3. He does that so much. That dude there scares me.
That's what he does best.
Bruce. Got Sutton in the corner. Easy 3. That's his spot.
And back come the time. Here is Sutton. Takes it right to the rim. And
Sutton in this first half was so good.
Free throws couple. 10-0
Just like he was against Kentucky, he was so good in the first. He had 14 against Kentucky in the first half. I want to say he had 19 in the first half of this game.
He's the only guy.
I mean, just, dude.
Size advantage right there. Smart play by Sutton.
Just very smart player, bro. Realizes he has one-on-one. He's careful of, he's careful when it comes to a potential double team. He doesn't rush anything.
One guy that's been around the basketball this entire game is T.O. Barrett.
Barrett had him.
Mitchell kicks it back to Stone, who has been quiet. Jade trying to go a little up and under it. Man, he got popped. Missouri turnover here in the first half. Back to Miller. Try to entry pass to Sutton. He gets double teamed, but fouled.
Get to that rim, doesn't he?
Phillips working hard. He'll head to the free throw line.
I'd have fouled him when he was on the floor. Phillips is a 4-ounce ball. Good defense by Cruz.
Oh, that's nice. Markel Sutton.
He just took over down the stretch here of the first half toward the end of it.
I would at least make sure I know where he is. McKinnon, though, takes it himself, draws some contact, and he'll step to the free throw line.
McKinnon and Sutton definitely do lead the charge offensively without Thomas in the game, though. I mean, McKinnon's almost averaging 20 points a game in the SEC.
Miller brought that ball down, and Barrett almost picked his pocket. McKinnon fires for 3 off the front of the rim, and big rebound there by
start the season, McKinnon was more inconsistent. You know, he'd have a game where he goes off and goes crazy. Then he'd have a game where he shoots like 0 for 9. And now he's getting that consistency that we need from McKinnon. He's not having those awful games anymore.
McKinnon kept it alive. Is he rewarded for the
There he is. There's the Aussie.
Phillips with an easy block.
Stone foul.
Damn.
Count it. Circus shot for Jaden Stone, and he'll head to the
Yeah, we got off to a fairly good start to start the second half in this one. I actually missed the first 4 minutes of the second half, so I came back when it was this score right here.
From the corner, that one is good. There it is, Trent Pierce.
Man, you cannot.
I swear halftime flew by for this game.
Stone fires, rips the net. That's a 3.
Yeah, this is where I was like, here we go again, bro. You had a 14-point lead. Now we're down to 7.
They leave Reese wide open.
I mean,
He fires for 3.
dude, look at the disrespect. Look at the disrespect. Like, bro, you're standing a good 10 feet away from my man. You think he ain't gonna pull this? He's more than capable of hitting. He even took a step up, and now you want to go up and contest? Like, dude, what?
They leave Reese wide open, and he fired.
Get that disrespect out of here, bro. Yeah, this zone here that they went into, they were in this zone pretty much the entire second half. And yeah, it gave us problems, bro. It gave us problems. We would not get the ball inside for quite a few possessions. We would just pass it along the 3-point line, force up a weird shot, not score. And that's why we ended up going into a couple of minutes drought scoring-wise. And then we finally started getting the ball inside, getting it to the free throw line, working inside out, and everything started to come together. We started to get consistent scores. I think we scored 6 straight times by doing that. It just took way too long for us to decide to get the ball inside of a 2-3 zone.
For 3.
Which, again, coaching has to be better there, bro. It has to be better right there. You can't go for, I don't even know how long, before you finally decide to come up with a way to beat a zone.
Corner 3, good.
When they're in the same zone every single possession.
Wow, he missed Pierce wide open in the corner.
Pierce still hanging out over there. Stone just launches one up, and that one's last touched by.
Overload the
We had a
side.
boatload
You
of fouls
probably
called on
find
us
one
in the second
corner.
half, too. A lot of which I did not agree with.
McKinnon
Like, a lot of
throws
it was
out the
just
window.
hands-up defense, and they're driving, and we would get called for a foul, bro. Like, I don't know what more you want us to do.
Throws it up and caught by Pierce. Fouled in the process. Again, this zone just causing some issues for LSU. McKinnon trying to
Yeah,
find
like,
a little
look
bit
at
of
what
room
we're
and a
trying to
foul
do,
there.
man. Like,
Causing some issues for LSU.
that ain't
McKinnon
gonna
trying
work.
to find a little bit of room and a foul there on Stone.
Luckily, we got
Hands it
fouled.
Tombo. Reese. Boy,
I like Mosley a lot as a player. I say it in every video.
3 of 5
I
in the
like
second,
Mozzie
but 2 of
Mosley a
those
lot
3
as a
makes in the
player.
second half have been from behind
I just
the
think
arc.
he needs a lot more in-game
Theo
reps.
Barrett, and boy, just a tough shot in single digits again. Tomba fires for 3. Got it.
That's a big bucket.
He's not who you want exactly shooting a 3,
Second
but
half
he
for
can make a
Missouri.
couple
Picked
big
up his
ones,
first
man.
foul. Mark Mitchell on the bench with 4 fouls, which has allowed Burns to get some minutes. Wants to shoot that ball so badly.
He'll find a way.
He did just then, and that's why.
And you can just tell by the way his
Yeah,
Up
my
to
heart was
16
racing, bro.
points
There
now.
was still 10 minutes to go in this
McKinnon
game at
takes it
this
right to
point.
the
My heart was
7-5
racing.
Burns, the tap in on the backside
I was
for
legitimately
Logo is
scared.
good. Couldn't skin it.
I could not go through this again, bro. Another blown game like this.
Single digits,
And
Tomba.
here, Hama did the same exact play against Kentucky, where he drives,
Tomba
he leaves his
shot clock
feet,
against single-
and then tries to make a pass down to Nwoko. He did the same exact thing against Kentucky. He's just got to go up with the shot at this point. You can't just risk, passing to somebody that you don't even know if they're there. Because 11 here for Missouri does a good job of taking away Nwoko and boxing him out.
Digits.
And the pass ain't there. He's just got to shoot the ball at that point.
Combo.
He can't be leaving his feet.
Loose ball and last
time in the
and
first
trying to
half,
make
it
a
was
pass like
successful.
that.
In the second half, they spent most of this half in.
Shot King, though.
King is there to answer.
King's been stepping up pretty massively, too.
Everywhere. LSU on a run out. Sutton. Phillips working on Nwoko, and there's a foul and a whistle. Phillips working on Nwoko.
Like, I just don't know where the foul is there, bro. Unless he got his arm on the way up, or, I don't know, a little bit or something, I don't know. But
inside it goes to Miller.
It was a late whistle.
Working on Phillips. Oh, nice.
Robert Miller, man.
4 points, 5 rebounds.
He's had a lot on his plate with Nwoko struggling and getting in foul trouble. He's been so good.
LSU has made 4 straight shots on the offensive end. McKinnon.
There's that ball fake again.
Making 5 straight shots.
Missouri has their 3 bombers out there. Stone, Pierce, Cruz.
Stone inside over Miller.
And finish the play.
Back to a 10-point game.
Mark Mitchell in the lineup. He's got 4
look at Robert Miller though.
And draws a foul on Miller.
And you never have to be in a hurry if you're LSU. You just got to take care of the ball. See if you can get quality shots against the Missouri zone.
Robert Miller has been being way more physical than he has been throughout his entire career. The last couple games, he's been really stepping up the physicality, and I love it.
You give up a layup on the other end.
I think he's finally starting to hit the potential that he has.
Not to pick up that 5th person. He's an
Cruz out of the corner. Sutton the rebound. Under 4 minutes to
every
go.
shot from Missouri from here on out,
McKinnon
I was cringing. Like, I was almost closing my eyes, so I'm like, I don't want to see it, bro.
Good block.
Out of there.
Boy, Miller almost had a phenomenal dunk.
McKinnon.
This play was filthy. That was just filthy, bro.
Out of there.
Boy, Miller almost
It was
had
huge.
a phenomenal dunk.
McKinnon.
Look at McKinnon, dude. That was so good, man.
Shot clock down to 8. Alley-oop to Mitchell, lays it in. Working on Cruz. 4 on the shot clock. Swing it around. King, 2 on the shot clock. In traffic.
A floater over top of 2 guys jumping up trying to contest the shot, and Rashad King hits a floater like that. I mean, big shots, dude.
Under a minute.
And then here, there was a time before this, though, where we ended up getting a 10-second violation for not getting the ball across half court. We had 3 timeouts. And for some reason, Matt McMahon did not take a timeout. Luckily, the second time this happened, because we almost got another 10-second violation, he called a timeout at the very, 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 very last second. Like, you could not have made it any closer. Yeah, just down the stretch here, bro. Just some coaching decisions or not decisions. Just questionable.
Information. Here's what I do know. Sutton has it.
Again, I'm not against Matt McMahon, bro. Like, I'm actually a fan of Matt McMahon. I want him to work out.
And when it's 78-70, boy, what a testament to the job.
I want the McMahon era to work, bro. I like him. I do. I've liked him since we've hired him. I don't think he's been put in the best situation, budget-wise, and, you know, coming after Will Wade, because a lot of LSU fans love Will Wade, and they still want him back. You know, it's going to be hard to win over the fan base after Will Wade and how he left. I just think he's been put in a tough situation in a lot of different ways. This year, We finally put some money into, NIL, what's helping him out and building a roster. It wasn't that much money, but I think he's done really good with the pieces that he's had. He's brought in Max McKin. I mean, a lot of this team is transfers. He does really well at high school recruiting. Um, he brought in McKinnon from the transfer portal, Markel Sutton, two guys who were leading the charge. He got Deaton Thomas to come here, who was our best player. You know, he's gotten Awoko to come here. He's gotten Pablo Tamba. The scouting from this staff, the talent, the talent scouting is really good. It's really good. They bring in some really nice pieces. Um, and they get the team to work together, but they got some nice team chemistry because this team ain't gonna win games without Deaton Thomas if they can't play together. Um, I mean, no team is gonna win games if they don't play together. Um, but yeah, like they go out and they get a lot of good players, bro. It's just, yeah, he's just been put in a tough spot, man. And if he can somehow, I know in the last video against Kentucky, I was emotional. I said our season's done. Um, yeah, that was just me being emotional, man. I feel a lot better after this win. I'm still gonna need to see a little bit more before I believe this team can make the tournament because it's gonna be an uphill battle from here on out if we want to do that. Um, we just need to get Deaton Thomas back, bro. I can't stress it enough. We need to get him back, but we have a couple big opportunities coming up. We've got at Florida, gonna be really really hard to get that win. We've got Arkansas again, another really good team. Gonna be difficult to get that win. I think they're both on the road. I think Arkansas is on the road as well as Florida. Um, if we can somehow steal one of those two, I think we've got Mississippi State and South Carolina after that, I want to say. I know we've got South Carolina for sure, but I believe we have Mississippi State as well. We can win those two games, all right? We can win those two games. I don't think we're going to lose to South Carolina again. I really don't. Mississippi State, we can win that. We can win both of those games. If we can steal one of two from Arkansas or Florida, that'll put us at 2-5. If we can win both Mississippi State and South Carolina, which I really do think we can do it, we should have Deaton Thomas back for that especially. That puts us at 4-5. That's our path, bro. That's our path. If we lose both of Florida and Arkansas and we beat Mississippi State and South Carolina, we're 3-6. 4-5 is a hell of a lot better. It looks a hell of a lot better and is a lot more manageable than 3-6. It is crucial that we win one of these next two games against Florida or Arkansas, and then we beat both Mississippi State and South Carolina. That is what needs to happen right now. Needs to happen. Big win, boys. Proud of y'all. Quad 1 win. Way to get it done, bro. Especially after last game. How it ended. Proud of the boys, man. It feels good. Hope y'all enjoy. If so, please drop a like. Hit that subscribe button, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Go Tigers, baby.